Caption: homosexual couple taking their adopted son out for his birthday. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, a few weeks ago, went out to dinner for my friend Nick's birthday, went to this burger place, had a great time, and I already knew that Nick had a Mac, like me, all right? But then his friend Ryan showed up, just happened to have the same exact one, and I was like, we gotta take a photo. And the whole purpose of the photo was to show that we all had the same Mac, all right? Post the photo on YouTube. Actually, post it on YouTube and Instagram. Instagram comments are usually super nice and people are supportive. YouTube is toxic. And so that's where all this toxicity is coming from right now. And if you guys haven't seen that post yet, scroll back a few, check it out, read the comments. A lot of them are hilarious, but super mean at the same time. So I'm like, you know what? I got to share this with you guys. And a lot of you just can't understand why I like to have a Mac or a Satchel, or as many of the comments like to say, a man purse.
Plus, it's not a man purse. It's called a satchel.
But let me get over here. Let me read some more of these comments. Let me see. So Ricky has his favorite comment that he saw. We'll get to that one. Big men with purses. Guess 2020 is just adding on more weird things. Okay? These chicks are pretty buff. That's Ricky's favorite. Short and sweet, just cuts right to the bone. 3 guys wearing a lady's purse, laugh out loud. And there was a bunch like that. And then we get to this one right here. All wearing their gay LV men purse. I remember a time where I thought clothing dictated whether you liked men or women. And then I kind of grew up and I realized if you can pull it off, you can wear whatever you want. Like maybe Ricky can't wear a man pack. It won't look right on him. But you know what? If he were to wear assless chaps, I'd be like, that stud is getting all the ladies. Or men, yeah, whatever he wants. he can do anything. So this guy says, use the, he's like mad. This guy's like pissed. Use the pockets in your jeans or jacket. What do you need to carry around that's so big that it won't fit in your pocket? Your box of tampons? Like this kid is legit pissed that we have Macs. Like, okay, first of all, there are some things that won't fit in my pockets or that I don't want in my pockets anymore, which is why I got this awesome man pack, Mac. I'm just gonna keep saying Mac. Man pack is Mac, it's just Mac is short for man pack because you can play the song. So what do I put in here that I can't fit in my pockets? Well, first of all, I don't like having things in my pockets. And to be honest, growing up, I never really did like having things in my pockets, but I didn't want to have a fanny pack because I just don't like the way it looks, right? And, you know, doing what I do, doing social media for a living, I usually have a lot of stuff with me. Now, before all of this, I used to always have a super thick wallet. And I would have my wallet in my back right pocket, and every time I would sit for long periods of time, I knew it was destroying my lower back. And I'm sure those of you who still have your wallet in your back pocket and you have all your stuff in there, like, I don't know, I'm a hoarder. So like I'll hoard like business cards I don't even need in my pocket and then sit on it and destroy my lower back. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to get into a habit of having the Mac. And some of you might say, well, why can't you just put your wallet in your front pocket? And for a long time I did. I would put my wallet in my front pocket, and I would also have my cell phone, I'd also have my pocket knife and my car keys. But then all of a sudden I'm walking around and my pockets are sticking out to here because I wear fitted jeans, which I'm sure a lot of you wear fitted jeans now. Back in the 90s, it was cool to wear like super baggy jeans and the pockets were like this deep, so it didn't really matter. But now everything is like fitted, you want to look a certain way. You know, having all that stuff in your front pockets, it just doesn't look good. And if I'm taking photos for social media, I got to take everything out of my pockets because it doesn't look right. Either put it on the floor or give it all to my wife, and then she holds it, take the photo, then she gives it back. And I just got sick and tired of doing that. Now, I just take off my Mac, hand it off, or put it on the ground next to me, do what I got to do, pick it back up, throw it over my shoulder, and I'm good to go. But now, because I have this, there's a few more things that I can carry around, and it makes my life a lot easier.
It's where I keep all my things. I get a lot of compliments on this.
So we got 2 pockets here. Let's start in the front. First things first, I now put my cell phone in the Mac. Why? Well, I've heard that these give off EMF radiation and it can be harmful to your boys. And by boys, I mean your nuts. So I'm trying to keep this away from my boys as much as possible, so now it goes in the Mac. Another thing I keep in here is my actual wallet, which is now smaller. I've gotten over the hoarding, and I've reduced it down to here, okay? So I just keep the essentials, but I keep that in the front pocket. I got my business card holder. I got my mask that I'm forced to wear, and then I have my pocket knife. I grew up in New Hampshire. Everyone has a pocket knife. If you're a pocket knife guy, you understand why you want to have the pocket knife on you. Ricky he actually has a whole Instagram page dedicated to his pocket knives and his collection. Dude, like, when you have a pocket knife, you start to realize just how much people should have their own pocket knife. All the time. People always be opening stuff, and they're like punching and trying to punch through the tape. I'm like, yo, just use the pocket knife. And they're like, oh, thanks. And then I put it back in my pocket. So that's what's in there. That's the front. Now we get to the big section. Now the big section, this is things that normally you can't carry around with you all the time. So let's get there. So first things first, my brick. I have to carry this brick around. Why? Well, because every single time I go out with my wife and daughter, their phone batteries are usually at like 8 to 9, maybe 10% if I'm lucky. This bad boy has like a 100-hour charge, and it can charge 3 phones at the same time. The other thing I keep in my bag is my handgun. I have my license to conceal and carry, so it fits in my bag perfectly. I carry a Ruger SR40, 40 cal, fits right in here. And another thing that I can do is I can put my extra mags in there as well. Now, some of you might be saying, well, why don't you just carry your gun on your side with a hip holster? Now, I used to do that. I have a hip holster, and the reason why I have the Ruger 40 cal is because it's small enough where it sits there and it fits perfectly and I can conceal it. But it just kind of gets annoying after a while when most of the time you're only wearing like gym clothes. Your pants fall down. If you're wearing gym shorts, you certainly can't conceal and carry. Not that I think I'm going to ever have to use it, but I like to be prepared. I'm the kind of guy that, like, you'll never see me in sandals out in public unless I'm at like a beach or a hotel, because in my mind I'm always thinking worst case scenario, and I have to run or tackle someone or do something to protect myself or my family. I don't want to be stuck in sandals or Crocs or anything like that. That's why I can't understand when people walk around with like their pants under their butt and they have to hold it up the whole time. Like, they literally push you over, steal all your stuff, and run away. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me up here. I have more of a survival mentality, okay? But I can keep everything in my Mac, and it's all safe and sound, and it's there if I need it. So it makes me happy. It's what I do. And that's what it comes down to, you guys. I mean, look at this comment right here. This person is so mad that I have a Louis Vuitton Mac. It says, you know you're making lots of money when your sense of style is dictated by a label, with a crying face, basically, you know, making fun of me because I spent all this money on a Louis Vuitton Mac. Let me say a few things about that, guys. Number one, you can spend your money on whatever you want. It is your money. I have a Louis Vuitton backpack, but I drive a Camaro, 2010 Camaro. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my car, okay? I absolutely love it. I built it from the bottom up myself, pushing 600 horsepower, naturally aspirated. Gonna supercharge real soon. Gonna get to like 800, maybe 850. Probably might not see me after that, fly off the road. But I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be fun. But it's because that's what I enjoy. I could go buy a brand new Corvette. I could go buy a Ferrari. I could go buy a Lamborghini. But that's not what I'm into. I'm into working on my Camaro. I'm part of a Camaro club. It's what I do. It's what I like. And even when I bought this, I was probably rocking a Dragon Ball Z shirt, because the majority of the time I'm wearing either anime clothes that my wife buys for me because she's awesome, or I'm wearing Jed North gym clothes. When I met Ricky, I was wearing a Zelda shirt, and I've told this story. Ricky was working at Louis Vuitton at the time, ironic, and I wanted to buy a travel bag. And I like to buy bags from Louis Vuitton for travel and my Mac because of the way they're made. Like, they don't break. Nothing makes me more mad that when I use something for a few months, then all the stitching starts to pop out. It's annoying. So spend a little more money, but buy something that's going to last. Anyways, nobody would help me because I'm wearing a Zelda shirt, cargo pants, and I look like I probably couldn't afford anything in the store. And then that's how I met Ricky. So things work out. Literally, Erica was on my case about getting something like this for a few months, and I kept telling her no because I didn't see anything that I liked. I told you I don't like the fanny pack version, and I just didn't see anything I liked. Walked into Louis Vuitton, I saw this thing sitting there, and I instantly bought it. And I am not a sporadic buyer. I don't always just buy things whenever I go to a store. Like, most of the time, I gotta go back 2 or 3 times to make that decision. It's just the way I am. I don't like spending a lot of money on clothing. I'd rather spend like big money on stuff for my car, okay? Anyways, walked in, bought it, and then I've been happy ever since. And it's like a cool club, right? Like, we'll be out somewhere and I'll see someone with the same Mac and I'll be like, yo, and I'll have it on my back, right? I'll whip it around and I'll be like, I like your Mac. And they're like, what the fuck? So if you want to have a good laugh, go back to that post. You guys can check out all the comments that are there. Some of them are quite hilarious, although I think I read the funniest ones here. But guys, like, get whatever you want. Have your own sense of style, right? I mean, isn't that what it's all about? Finding yourself, finding your own sense of style. Do you really think I'd be where I am now if I let people dictate the way I act and the way I dress? Of course not. Dude, when I started my YouTube channel back in 2009, people told me that I was crazy for thinking that I could turn that into a business. People called me in my own gym that I was filming in like a narcissistic asshole for filming myself because it was unheard of doing it back then. Like, look at that kid so full of himself, filming himself in the gym. What an asshole. Like, these are things that people said because it was so uncommon to see somebody in a gym with a camera filming yourself. You just came across as a douchebag. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care what people think. I do my own thing, and I am happy with my Mac. So maybe go pick one up, and if you do, make sure you take a photo, post it to Instagram, and tag me so we all can be in the Satchel gang together. It's a very exclusive, it's a very exclusive club.
It's gonna be Nick and
Yeah, it's just gonna be the 2 guys in the photo. Like, we're here to represent. All right, guys, make sure you go down and tap that like button if you enjoyed the video. It's a little fun for today, and as always, more good stuff coming soon. What the F is with the boots? Why are they making fun of my boots? Those aren't even my biggest boots.